Today I'm going to discuss the most important topic is Middle English period. Middle English period part 2. In the previous part I have discussed with you the most important question of the Middle English period which have been repeated in exams again and again, and now I am going to discuss the most important facts which have influenced the English literature, the great literary works of this period. So the Peasant Revolves began in 3081. The War of the Roses took place during the period 1455 to 1485, who are known as the Lollard, John Wycliffe and his followers. The Peasant Revolt is also known as the Tyler's Rebellion. Caxton set up printing press at the Westminster 1476. Caxton set up printing press at the Westminster in 1476. The first book printed on the England was The Diets and the Sayings of the Philosopher. The first book printed on the England was Diets and the Sayings of Philosopher. The mystery play dealt with biblical theme. The mystery play dealt with biblical theme. Who is known as the most gifted writer of Interlude, John Hayward, who is known as the most gifted writer of the Interlude, John Hayward, who restored Roman Catholicism in England, Queen Elizabeth. The regent period of Queen Elizabeth is 1558 to 1603. So these are the most important questions, and these are the most important facts of which have been influenced great Indian English literary works. The Peasant Revolt begins in 1381. The War of the Roses took place during the period 1455 to 1485, who are known as laureates John Wycliffe and his followers. The Peasant Revolt is also known as the Tyler's Rebellion. Caxton set up printing press at the Westminster in 1476. The first book printed on the England was The Diets and the Sayings of the Philosopher. The mystery play dealt with the biblical theme. Who is known as the most gifted writer of Interlude? John Hayward, who restored Roman Catholicism in England, Queen Elizabeth. The reign period of the Queen Elizabeth is 1558 to 1603. So I hope you like this video, which is very important according to exam point of view. So these are the most important facts and which have been influenced all the literary works of the English literature. And mm, Middle English period is basically a period of the peasants ka period and revolts began in 1381, and the War of the Roses took place during the period of 1455 to 1485, who are known as the laureate John Wycliffe and his follower, known as a laureate. Lords. The Peasant Revolts is also known as Tyler's Rebellion. The Caxton set up printing press at the Westminster in 1476. The first book printed on England was The Diets and the Sayings of the Philosopher. The mystery play dealt with the biblical theme. Who is known as the most gifted writer of the Interlude? John Hayward, who restored Roman Catholicism in England, Queen Elizabeth. The reign period of the Queen Elizabeth is 1558 to 1603. So thank you so much.